It's warm-up review time. For number 6, if our hockey player has a mass of 100 kilograms and is going 4 meters per second, mass times velocity gets you their momentum. And so that would be 400 units of momentum, 400 kilogram meters per second. Hockey player B is 120 kilograms, same velocity. They are going to be 480 kilogram meters per second. So that's A and B. For number 7, if they're going to the right, momentum's positive. Going to the left, momentum's negative. That's how we usually do that. Total initial momentum would be the sum of the two, but one of them is negative. So the total is going to be 400 plus negative 480. So that means that this is going to be negative 80 kilograms meters per second, or 80 kilogram meters per second to the left. Momentum is conserved, so the total final momentum has to be the same as the total initial momentum. It's going to be negative 80 kilogram meters per second. And if they get tangled up and they stick, we think of that as like a perfectly inelastic collision, right? They're sticking together. And so we treat them as one object. And so their total new mass would be now 100 plus 120. That's 220 kilograms. And to figure out their new final velocity, well, momentum is, right, P equals mv. And so for solving for velocity, we would have to take a P, momentum, and divide it by mass. So their momentum was negative 80. Their mass is 220. And you do this cool thing right up here in the little, address bar. We can go negative 80 and then divide that by 220. And we can get this velocity. That's pretty small. Why is it so small? That's what question 12 is about. Gives you a little hint right there. All right. A couple of reasons. One reason is they're going in opposite directions. And so some portions of their momentum that they had before as individuals gets kind of canceled out, right? And then the other thing is that they were about equal mass. So that means that when they stick, neither one really wins by a whole lot, right? They're pretty equal. And so because of that, they don't move off that fast. For the rest of the day, your task is to work on a final product. I know not all of you are ready for that yet, but that's where we are on the timeline. So if you're not there, you're now behind. And that is what it is. But if you're behind, you definitely want to complete your prototype. That means that you need to test and get your acceleration. You need to get a graph. You need to get your data table. You need to save those things, share them with your group mates, and then interpret them, okay? So you are going to interpret that stuff in order to make your final product better. That's the goal. Okay, if you want to look at some exemplars, some examples of what students have done in the past, we've got an A, a B, and a D. And then your exam's coming up soon, so there's review stuff here. You obviously don't have to do all this stuff today, but it's there just as some stuff that you can do to start getting ready over the next few days. Okay, that's it. Have a great day. Reach out via the Remind app if you have any questions. Oh, and make sure that you clean up at the end of the day. Put everything away so it's nice and clean for the next class. And that's it.